Hey everybody, Scott Tennell here. Today we're going to talk about 8 common mistakes homebuyers make that could jeopardize the ability to purchase a home, or worse, turn your loan approval into a loan denial. To learn more about these tips, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Scott Tennell. My partner, Tom Eichas, and I are local real estate agents serving the Palm Beach County area. We make videos on real estate tips and what it's like to live, work, and play in Palm Beach County. We help buyers and sellers from all over the world buy and sell homes here, and we absolutely love it. If this is your first time visiting our channel, click the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified every time we release a new video. You've done everything right. You've worked hard, built your credit, saved your down payment money, and you're now under contract to purchase your home. However, the process, especially the financing process, does not end with a signed contract. Even if you're pre-approved for a mortgage, the following mistakes could at the very least make the process more difficult, and in some cases may completely torpedo your ability to purchase a home. Mistake number 1, do not change jobs, quit your job, or decide to start a new business. When it comes to your income, underwriters review your current finances and the previous 2 years to determine a pattern of consistent income. Quitting or losing your job takes your income to zero and will stop a loan in its tracks. Changing jobs, at the very least, will require you to get at least one pay stub, and underwriters will typically ask for additional documentation from your new employer. Even then, your continued approval is not guaranteed. Lenders are also required to contact your employer a day or two before closing to confirm you are still employed and your level of income has not decreased. If the lender cannot reach your employer, your closing will be delayed or even canceled. Going into business may be a great thing for you, but the time to launch your company is not while you are in the process of buying a home. Mortgage lenders require a minimum of 2 full years of self-employment supported by the last 2 years' tax returns. Launching a new business during the process will torpedo your home purchase, guaranteed. Mistake number 2, do not buy or lease cars. We all get tempted to go out and look at a new car. And if you're in the market for a new car, do not even start looking until after you have closed on your new home loan. At a minimum, taking test drives could result in the car dealer pulling your credit to offer you terms to purchase a vehicle. Lenders use credit monitoring during the lending process. If a car dealer pulls your credit, the mortgage lender will know about it and ask you to explain the credit inquiry. Heaven forbid, if you gave in and purchased or leased a new car before your closing, you'll need to provide paperwork from the car, including the financing terms, and the mortgage lender will need to re-underwrite the file with the new car payment to determine if you still qualify for the mortgage. Best case, this will cause delays and possibly more paperwork. Worst case, when the underwriter reviews the impact of the new car payment, you no longer qualify for the mortgage. Mistake number 3, do not move sums of money or make large deposits. This is one of the most common mistakes. There is a lot of money involved when it comes to purchasing a home. When it comes to mortgage lending, the source where all the money comes from must be documented. Sometimes home buyers, especially first-time home buyers, will get assistance with down payment from their family. If you've not started the mortgage process yet, it is vital to speak to a licensed mortgage loan originator and tell them where all the funds are coming from to purchase your home. The loan originator can then help you take the proper steps on documenting how the money makes it to your bank account. If you've already moved money around or made large deposits, they still must be documented, but sometimes the documentation is harder to produce after the fact. Where the money comes from is also important. Some sources are acceptable and some are not. Acceptable sources are your own savings where the funds have been in your account for at least 90 days, borrowing funds from your 401k, a gift/financial support from an immediate family member, proceeds from the sale of another home you own, and your earnings. Some sources are not acceptable. For example, cash on hand or under the mattress money, selling personal property like electronics, furniture, cars, etc., cash advances from credit cards, and other unsecured loans are not acceptable sources of funds to use for the purchase of your home. Mistake number 4, do not cosign for anyone. In general, you should always be extremely cautious about co-signing on a loan to help a friend or family member. When you co-sign on a loan, you're not just lending your good credit, but you're just as responsible for repaying the loan as the person you co-signed for. Here's the real kicker. If your friend or family member stops making payments or even just pays the loan late, it will go against your credit, and often the co-signer is unaware until the damage has already occurred. In terms of co-signing during the mortgage process, the mortgage lender will know because they are monitoring your credit, just like mistake number 2, buying or leasing a car. You will have to explain the credit inquiry, and if credit was extended, you need to provide the loan paperwork to the mortgage lender so the mortgage underwriter can re-underwrite your file. Do not start buying home furnishings for your new home. When the end is near, we all get excited and start buying furniture and other items to be delivered on or shortly after closing. Whether you're paying cash or getting new credit for these items, just hold out a little longer. Mortgage lenders will still re-verify you have sufficient cash to close and have money left over before the actual closing. If you're using credit, I think you understand by now what is going to happen based on mistakes number 2 and number 4. Once you have closed and you have the keys to your new home, then you can shop away. Mistake number 6. Do not give your escrow deposit directly to the seller. Seller and/or their agents will typically require a deposit to bind a contract. Your deposit should be held by a third party like a Florida licensed brokerage, title company, or attorney. Most sellers are honest people, however, there are rules that protect your deposit, and unfortunately there are some sellers who will just take your hard-earned money and disappear. While this is more common in a rental scam, it does happen in a real estate sale. Mistake number 7. In general, do not mess with your credit. You will see all kinds of personal finance articles and websites on how to handle your credit. Do not start closing accounts, paying collections, or paying off debt just before or after applying for financing. If you're in the early process of the home buying process, consult with a licensed mortgage loan originator who will review your credit with you to see what, if any, changes you should initiate. Changes to your credit take time, so if you're already under contract, follow the terms of your loan approval. Some lenders may require to take certain actions on your credit, like paying off a credit card, but that can be done at closing. Mistake number 8. Do not go through the process alone. Hey, I'm a big believer in doing research and learning how to do things too. You should get educated on the process, but with all the preparation in the world, purchasing real estate without a competent professional could be costly, especially if the other side has representation. I will concede, when everything goes right, the process can seem very simple. However, even the best intentions from all parties can still cause obstacles you need to know how to navigate to protect yourself and your money. These are just a few of the more common mistakes, and yet you can see how devastating the impact could be on your home purchase if you make one of these mistakes. What stories have you heard that have caused problems with a friend or family member's home purchase? Put them in the comment section below. If you would like more information on the home buying process or would like help developing a personalized home buying plan, call, text, or email us for a private consultation. We'll be happy to help you. Until next time, have a great day.